Hi there, Creative Tartanites. Thank you for joining me today. I see we already have some Tartanites in the house already. Good evening, Mona, and good evening, Rachel. As many of you may already know, Rachel is my daughter and Mona is my awesome creative friend who is also an awesome moderator for chat. How are we this evening? I've got a rather old t-shirt on today and it's a little bit skew whiff in the neck, but I figured that with all the splashing about with paint I'm going to be doing, it's probably just as well to put on this particular top. So I'm just wondering how long it'll be before we get a flood of awesome more creators coming in. Thank you, thank you. I do like this colour of blue, I have to say. So just to let you know, I am going to be playing with the art. Hello, Beth. Hello. I'm just starting now. Hi there, welcome. I'm going to be playing with the Art Sherpa Pouncers, and I'm going to be using these as I'm pretty sure nobody has seen them being used before. It's going to be a whole heap of fun. I've not done this before at all. I just came up. Oh, that's not good. I wonder if maybe if you refresh it. I take it, Mona and Rachel, you're not having any problems seeing me or hearing me, because you wouldn't have answered otherwise. Well, that's a shame. So anyway, moving on, I'm going to be using the Art Sherpa Pouncers as they've never been seen before, and I'm just getting distracted by chat because I'm aware that one of my Creative Tartanites can't see or hear me, which is a shame. I do hope that it resolves itself. So I will have to move the camera as usual. I will warn you when I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to pop these there. I've set up my space over here, and I'm going to put the camera on my bendy thing. Oh, Beth, yay, you can see me, woohoo! Going to put it on my bendy thing as usual so that you can see straight down. I've got everything all set out. There's a couple of clues that are on the table. So for those of you who don't wish to get seasick, look away now. I will do this slowly, but hopefully not too slowly. And I will let you know when we are set up. Okay. I think you can look now. You can open your eyes. How's that looking? Now, I thought I would try a few different types of paper as well. I've got some ATC cards here. I've also got some just ordinary printer paper. And I've just bought this. It is drawing paper. I actually thought I just really fancy trying different papers, really. And this was cheap on Amazon, so I thought I would give it a go. Hello, Nikki. I'm actually just wondering, I probably should have brought my iPad in, because if I bring my iPad in, I could set it up on mute and actually watch the chat without having to keep turning around, because being the distance I am just now away from the screen means that I'm too far away to actually see what anything says. But if I put my glasses on, it's blurry because I'm too far away to actually have them effective, because I'm actually long-sighted. So it's a bit of a nuisance, but never mind, I'm sure we will get there. So how are you this evening, Nikki? How are you getting on? Are you excited? How's the couch? The couch is absolutely fantastic. And maybe I should have brought my phone up, because I do actually have, in fact, I tell you what I'll do, I will put a picture of the couch in my Facebook group, the Creative Tartanites, so people can see. I'm going to be using the Art Sherpa Pouncers today, and as I said, I don't think anybody has seen them being used this way. So are you curious yet? Have you guessed what I'm doing? I am going to be using my jelly plate. Now I have two different jelly plates. I have my big one and I've got my little one. So, oh, sorry about the noise. It's been a while since I've used my big plate, actually, I have to say. And I also have this one here as well. This is a smaller one. As you can see, it's well used, but that is actually what's on the protective thing rather than actually on the jelly plate itself. Because I thought rather than use the big one for the ATCs, I thought I could just use the smaller one. You see? Oh, stop going in and out of focus. Nikki's saying she needs to figure out how to make a vegan jelly plate. Yes, that probably is a very good idea. I bought these a few years ago now, before I even really thought about the fact that they weren't vegan, but and I wasn't vegan myself. Well, do you know, Mona, this will give you the perfect excuse to use it now. And instead of using my golden acrylic paints, I thought I would get out my other paints, my craft paints. That's the word I was looking for. So I've got various different, I've got some neon colours as well. I'm not sure how effective they're going to be. Some nice hot pink, some blue, got vanilla. I've got some pearlescence. I've got some green. So I've got a nice variety of paints. So now there's two different ways that I was thinking of using this, but I'm not sure which one to try first. So I'm thinking actually I might go with the big one first. So I'll just stick this out of the way for now, and let's get, oh, there we go. As you can see, I've not really cleaned this. I've never really seen the need to clean it, because when you put on more paint and then you stick the the paper down and what have you, it just lifts up what's left anyway, and it just gives a little added bonus surprise. So my first thought was to roll on the paint and actually remove the paint using these. The other is to just use the paint, dip them in, and do it all over. So I think what I'll do first and foremost is I will do an all over. I think I'll put, oh, might help if I shook it first, wouldn't it? That's not helpful because it's been sitting for so long. They've separated. That's better. And I think I'll go, oops, I'm dropping it now. I think I'll go with a bit of pearl in the kind of bluey greeny colour. Oops. So just doing that all over first and foremost. Turn that around that way, and let's get started with this. So I'm just going to go in with the big one first, just randomly, but reasonably quickly. Try that. And then just do the little one all over. So we've got that. So far so good. Let's grab a bit of photo print paper. Not photo print paper, just an ordinary printer paper even. I meant photocopier paper. So as you can see, the wetness is just wrinkling the paper. But I'm just getting the paint to stick to the paper. And then oh yeah. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh guys, look. How cool is that? Oh, it's going in and out of focus. Sorry guys. Kids are watching. Oh, hello, Madison. Hello, Oliver. I'm really liking that. So let's just move that out of the way. So let's see what happens when I put a little bit down on the mat beside us here. Pick it up on. Now bear in mind that I haven't cleaned it from before. So there will still be some marks already on. Just some more of the green. I think we'll try some of the lighter colour. And we'll go with the little. So please forgive me if I miss anything on chat, because I'm not able to really see it from this distance away from it. So again, I'll just try some photocopier. Just have a quick You're babysitting for now. I think I need a jelly plate. And the Art Sherpa Pouncers as well. You must get the Art Sherpa Pouncers. I'm only kidding. Nobody has to get the Art, but you know, it is definitely. I would recommend getting them. Nobody has to. I would never ever try and force anybody to do anything. I think what I might do is I might just use the roller. Don't worry about paint going on the back. This is not really a... Oh, sorry, I'm shaking. I never thought about that, shaking the camera. I should have said, I never thought about that. So Mona's going to get her jelly plate out. Okay, that's interesting. It has literally just picked up the bubbles. It hasn't actually picked anything else up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that down there, and I am going to pick up another colour which is different. I think I will go, or will I go with the blue? And I will grab my spray bottle as well, just in case. So let's see if we can't get some of these round things off. Come on, out you come. There we go. I think I'm going to have to replace some of my craft paints because a lot of them are running out. There we go. And I'm just going to see what layered effect I can get by putting this back down. So this time, because my roller is full of paint, I'm actually just going to try using the ruler to actually encourage the paint that's dry underneath the paint that's wet to actually come up when I lift the paper. And don't be afraid of the paint drying on your jelly plate, because I've done this before. It's a bit of a hit or a miss. Sometimes it works the first time, other times it's maybe the second or the third time, but it does eventually come off and it comes up onto the paper. So that's kind of cool. And sometimes you just need to leave it on the plate for a little bit, just to kind of the top layer to dry onto the bottom layer, which will then pick up the bottom layer off your plate. So Mona's saying you could have used the first paper and made a layer with the bubbles. Yes, I could have. Now, could you use a glass plate instead? I think you could, but you would need to be quicker, if that makes sense. The glass, it wouldn't have the same effect, but depending on the glass and depending on the paint, sometimes glass will not. In fact, do you know what? You use glass for inks, so this would be a really good thing to do with inks. Because I've never actually tried it on glass, but if you like, I do have a glass palette. I could try it right now if that's going to be helpful for you, Beth. And then that way we can answer it straight away. Now there we go. See what's happening? I don't know if you can see that, but it's cleaning the plate. You see? Squashing it and letting it dry a little bit has dried onto the bottom layer of paint and has picked it up. So it's picked it up off of the right, 2 ticks. Let's answer Beth's question, shall we? Let's answer Beth's question. What have I done with this? I have my glass palette. So let's find out. Because I'm curious as well. I think it would be helpful to know this. So this is tempered glass. It's obviously a lot bigger than my jelly plate. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of paint out. I'm just going to do it over a small surface area of this plate, this glass plate. So let's see. Right. It's a small area. Whoa, that was close. So we'll take this and we'll just there we go. Right, so this will answer the question. In fact, I think we'll just do it on top of this. I'll maybe, ooh, pretty. Maybe roll it to see if I can get it. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Okay, it's just ripped the paper, and the paint is still on the glass. So I'm not sure if that's because of the paper or if because this is pants and it'll not work. Right, just using my ruler to, and then I'll use that. So that seemed to be a bit of a fail, but that's not to say that it wouldn't work with inks, because when you print inks, when you know, I'll put my teeth back in, when you monoprint with inks, you usually use a glass plate like that. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. So there we go. Yes, Deborah's saying it's to do with the temperature. I would imagine the jelly is warmer than the glass. No, that's fine. Nikki's saying, I think it's because you had too much paint on the paper. The paint was dry. The paint was completely dry. Because you can have as much paint as you like, as many layers as you like with the jelly plate, and it doesn't do that. Just give my ruler a quick oh, it's there. I was going to say, what have I done? What did I do with the jelly plate? Right, so jelly plate. Now, let me see. I'm going to right. I'm going to shake the paint. There we go. Shake that paint. And I'm going to do some pink circles. I'm going, well, this is really fluid by the sounds of it. Some paint is definitely more fluid than others, I will say. So we'll try some of these. Right. Okay. And I'm feeling some purple, but it's purple pearlescence. Just in honor of my new purple couch. Hey! So this is just paint directly using the pouncer. In fact, I'm just pouncing it now. Ha ha ha! Do you think I can get any more circles on here? Probably if I tried. Right, I think we're all circled out now. We'll just see if we can't just make this one look a bit better after I've managed to rip the paper off it. There we go. Yep. That's better. There we have it. So that's on ordinary copy paper. Let's see what happens when I use this. Now this is Arteza. It's drawing paper, and it is perforated to allow you to take it out. Well, it's supposed to allow you to take it out without that happening. Never mind. Oh, dear. Right. So, what colour next? I think we'll maybe go with the the nice light blue here. How are we all doing? So thinking using blues and silver would make great Christmas background. Yes, it would. It absolutely would. I used to have silver. I have no idea where it went. I've obviously used it and put it away somewhere else rather than back where it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to pop on some baby blue, and this is it's periwinkle, but it looks baby blue to me. And I think rather than just leaving it as it is this time, what I might do is I'll re-establish some of the pink bubbles, just because I want to. I want to see what happens when I try and put paint onto the paint. Right, so rather than, okay, that's interesting. You get less paint coming off if you don't twist it. So if you just pounce it, it gives you a completely different effect. So here we go. This is the Arteza paper, putting it down from the bottom upwards. This jelly plate, it looks like, is ever so slightly too big for this bit of paper, but that's fine. Not a problem. Just going to give it a roller. I don't pay any heed to the fact that it puts paint on the back of my paper, because when I use the paper, generally speaking, I'm using it to collage. I don't necessarily need it to be clean on the back. So, we've got more creative Tartanites in the house, and we have the Art Sherpa. Woohoo! Hello! What do you think of what I'm doing with your pouncers? I bet you've never thought that you would see anybody using your pouncers to do a jelly plate. Well, wait till you see what I've done so far. Check this out. How nice is that? And this one. So, and you've just made it in time for the reveal of this third one. I'm just testing Arteza drawing paper. So let's see. Oh, it's coming up cleanly. Oh. Definitely coming up cleanly. Oh, I'm liking this. Just making sure I don't rip the paper. There we go. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm liking that. Really, really, really liking that. And you can see these bits here, this was actually the remnants of the last print. Because in theory, whoops, I've just banged the camera again. In theory, you can get ghost prints. So I like the bubbles. I definitely like the bubbles. So I'm going to try, I'm going to go for the pink this time. So who else have we got in the house now? We've got Cinnamon, we've got, oh, Mark, hello, Mark. Mark is one of our other Art Sherpa design team members. So on the design team, we have myself, we have Mark, we have Stephanie, we have Ian, and we have Fancy Nancy. Yes, Mark, second pulls do sometimes look better. So I'm going to go with pink this time. And there we go. So that's that, and I'm going to put on some, this should be interesting. I've got some purple, and I'm going to go with that teal colour again, the pearlescent. So a little bit of the, so I'm going to pounce it this time rather than swirl it. In fact, no, I'm going to do a couple of swirls, because I think the swirls are nice, as well as the pouncers, or the pouncing. So that's the middle-sized one. I'll maybe do a couple of the, whoops, the bigger-sized ones, like that. And then we'll do some little ones, some twists, some pounce. There we go. Oh, I'm liking this already. Oh, paper, 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 paper. I'm going to use the Arteza or Arteza, or however it's pronounced. Getting myself all caught up. There we go. Just stick that down. I think I'll just roller it. Right, let's see what happens if I try and lift it up right now. Okay, that's interesting. So that's nice. Let's give it a quick spritz, and let's see if I can get up the ghost. Just as well, this paper's not that expensive. I'm only kidding. I don't care. I'm having fun. Although I wouldn't necessarily recommend you use expensive paper doing this, because you will use a lot. But if you want to and you like the outcomes that you get with it, then absolutely go for it. Aha, nice one. There we go. Excellent. I'm really liking this. So I'm thinking I might try and do a couple of backgrounds with the smaller one. So let me just put this out of the way. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry. Are we out? Have we been pushed out of frame? No, we should be fine. What is the weight of the Arteza paper? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. It Sorry. It is 80 pounds, 130 grams, or GM, should I say. It's 8 by 10 inches. I got a set of 2 books, so it worked out quite reasonable. I got it on Amazon. You're very welcome, Deborah. Yes, it is kind of cool, isn't it? Okay, so now to decide what I actually want to do for the ATCs. I quite like the pink, but having said that, I'm thinking I really liked the light green in the very first one. Twist and Pounce sounds like a dance era. The Art Sherpa Pounce and Dance. I'll have to think of a good dance song to do it with. The Art Sherpa Pounce and Dance. Sounds like a lot of fun. Right. I'm going to go back to the first way that and of course that's just typical because I've gone from using the big one to the little one. I've put out too much paint, but never mind. Okay, we'll do that. Where's the other one? There we are. I do that, and a couple of the little ones, like so. And I'm going to just stick it down and hope for the best. There we go. There we are. Right, let me see. Oh, yes. Wow. Oh, I'm loving that. Yay. Right. Still got plenty of paint here. So let's do another few. I probably really should put these into water to stop them from drying out. There we go. So I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to lap it. Whoops. I'm going to try that. Stick that down. Lift it up. And then I'm going to turn it around this way. And I'm going to stick it down. Like that. And lift it up. That's a really interesting. Don't get quite the same defined circles, but that is definitely interesting. And just to do the third one, I think what I might do is I might just go with the paint that's already on the pouncer. and just do that and let it dry. So there we go. We have 3 really fun ATC backgrounds. This one's curling up, so is the other one, but that's fine. I'm just popping. Ugh. I wonder. Yeah. I just can't leave things alone. So there we go. That's us. That was my fun live play this evening. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've got a few things that I'd like to share with you, if you don't mind. First of all, I would like to obviously thank everybody for coming and hanging out with me. I would also like to remind people that I have a giveaway on the go, and just as soon as I've got a little bit cleaned up, I'll be able to put the link for the Google Forms in the chat so people can go and answer the questions. Now, in order to be able to qualify to enter, you need to be obviously 18 or over and a subscriber to Tat and Taz Creates. Deborah was saying, someone was telling me art is very serious. Huh, okay. Well, I get told that all the time too, but I don't believe them because I ain't very serious. In fact, I'll show you serious. No, I can't show you serious. It's in the other room. Oh. On Cinnamon's Live, I'm like, for everybody who gets a little seasick, you might want to close your eyes now because I'm going to move the camera. I will. Oh, my dirty. Well, it's not my dirty floor, but it's my floor. Right. There we go. And you can look again. Yay! So, twist and pounce. Yeah, absolutely. I've just had so much fun. That was the first of me doing it. I had the idea for a wee while now, just never actually got around to doing it, and I just thought it'd be really fun to experiment live in the fun session, because that's what this is all about, and just show you guys the result as it happens rather than practice it and then come on and show you. Shall I need to get those pounce? Yes, I've got them in water. I've got them in water now. There is a little tub of water at the back of me there. So thank you for the reminder. Beth is saying love your hair. Thank you. And Rachel says no crafting for me this weekend. Hurt my shoulder. Oh, I'm sorry you've hurt your shoulder. That sucks. That really sucks. So, where was I? Oh yes, I was telling you about the giveaway. So I am doing a giveaway. I've got a few bits and pieces to give away. There is here we are. We've got an ATC. We have got an I Am a Creative Tartanite sticker. We've got an Art Sherpa postcard. This is my portrait that I painted of Cinnamon. And we have a pencil case. The pencil case is a spare one. I bought a pencil case off of Amazon, not realizing that it was a set of more than one, and so it came and I had spare left over, so I'm giving one away. There's also going to be other stickers, which I haven't printed out yet, but I will, and that will also be added. Now, the rules and regulations are all available in full on the forum. So I will just pop a link to that. There we go. Oh, Cinnamon. Is anyone else blown away by how in shape Tanya is? Oh, I wish. I feel like I need to take a walk or something. No, 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 no. You look absolutely fantastic and fine the way you are. Mona said, yes, she did. That's true. Mona did tell me the last time that she wished that she was as slim as me. But seriously, it's actually more hassle than it's worth sometimes. I have literally, it was only about 6 months ago, if that I bought new trousers for my work because my other ones were too big for me. And they're now, those trousers are too big for me, and having to get the size down again, which is a pain in the bum, because I've actually got some really, really, really nice skirts and things, and I went to put a skirt on the other day and discovered it didn't fit. So yeah, it kind of no, I hope I won't disappear on you. Oh, Madison is back. Hi, Madison. Hello. So if anybody wants to, and who hasn't already done so, I've already had some good response and some fantastic people enter into the giveaway. The link is in the chat, so go fill out the form. Unfortunately, Rachel, as I said before, cannot fill out the form because Rachel's my daughter, and so it would be a conflict of interest, unfortunately. Deborah says, I think Cinnamon is looking really slim lately. Yes, I saw someone mention that in her Facebook Live earlier on today. Was that yourself, Deborah? Because I know somebody did mention that, and I think so too. I think Cinnamon is looking absolutely fab. Excuse me. She loved your video. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Madison is my granddaughter, and Madison absolutely loves the jelly plate. In fact, I have a little secret. This little one actually doesn't belong to me. This little one belongs to Madison. I bought her this for her Christmas one year, and she asked me to keep a hold of it in my art room so that it was always there when she came to visit so she could use it. So that's exactly what I've done. And she said I could use it. So it's fine. Yes, she has her own jelly plate. You see, the big one's mine, wherever the big one is. So the big one's mine, this is mine, and this is Madison's. So we've got big jelly plate, little jelly plate. Oh yeah. In fact, if you look far enough back, you will see Madison using my big jelly plate in my YouTube videos. There is actually a YouTube video of I mean, Madison's not featured, you can't see her face, but you can see her hands. She does do her own video well, not her own, it's my video, but she is doing her own jelly printing and things. Mona's saying that she's got the same glasses as me with water. Yes, I do like my water. So, yes, there are going to be some up and coming videos. For those who were on the live the last time, you will have seen this portrait. Unfortunately, I thought I had recorded both sessions because I did this in 2 sittings, but unfortunately only the first sitting was recorded. But I think it might be far enough into the painting to get away with only using the half. So I'm going to be doing a time lapse to show the process of this portrait. Laura wants a sticker. Well, Laura will just have to enter the giveaway. And this is my Halloween witchy poo. So she will be a time lapse coming up soon as well. So this is my Halloween offering. Now, the last time I was live, I'm pretty sure this was only part finished because it sat on the easel behind me. So this is it now finished. So because you guys are watching live and you've made it this far through, you guys have the first to see this featured on YouTube. And I will be, as I said, doing the time lapse for both of them. So that's my painting news. What kind of paper is it you paint your portraits on? I have 2 different types of paper, 2 different makes, but the same kind of paper. The portraits that I've just shown you are on this. This is Galleria, and it is an acrylic pad. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it has looks like canvas texture on it, so it's not smooth. Can be a bit of a pain to paint on, as can canvas, but it's kind of cool. So that's the Galleria one. That is 300 GSM. It is £140. It is 14 by 10 inches. My other portraits that I have done have been A4 size, and they are on the Daler Rowney acrylic paper. So again, it's the same thing. It has that canvas look about it. It's really good and thick. It's also the paper that I have used for the ATCs. So let me just bring this ATC up. Let's see, there you go. As you can see, it's got that canvas look. I'm really liking that, by the way. Seriously, I mean, how nice is that? Now that it's drying, look at the texture on that. That is so nice. And here's the other one. Really, really liking that. Oh, hello, Dawn. Hi there. Okay, £155. Okay, that's interesting because, yeah. So how do you think that it differs then between a paper that's less than £155 then? Have you used any other acrylic papers, Mona? I love the hair. Thank you. Yes, the pearlescent paint really shimmers. It's lovely. Oliver shouted hi. Oh, hi, Oliver. Why are you not in bed? Because Grandma wanted you to watch the video, didn't she? So Mona says, I have used others. This is smoother. Okay. Okay. So would you recommend it for me then, Mona? Because I can certainly see about getting some. Because I'm always on the lookout to try different papers. I've also used watercolor paper as well for portraits in the past. Not just for watercolors, but for acrylic painting as well. And oh, I can show you something fun. Now, this is something that, again, Cinnamon mentioned in her live. And I said I had been watching this person. And it is, oh, I've forgotten his name now. Right, I'm going to have to look. Can't remember his name. Hang on. I'm terrible for remembering names. That's awful. I'm so sorry. Bob Blast. That's it. So Bob Burridge. And Bob Blast is his channel. And I have been having a blast watching and trying his techniques. Now, I can't show you the acrylic ones that I've been trying, but what I can show you is I tried it with watercolor as well. This is his carrot people. It's abstract people, and he calls them carrot people. Now, how cool is that? I just think that is so cool. I've always shied away from trying abstract figures because my abstract figures just seem to look off. But watching him, I mean, that is just so cool. That was my Fiesta cat, remember? With the neon crayons, the neocolors, sorry, neon crayons, the neocolors. Deborah says, I'm not sharing with you what I used to practice on. Mona says toilet paper, question mark. Oh dear. So yes, that's just a little bit of fun for you. Because let's face it, you know, art is just not art. Creativity is just not creativity without the fun behind it. I don't think that you have to be tortured to be able to make good art. I mean, people do make good art who might be tortured, but I don't think it's a mandatory thing. And I think it's hilarious when people try to tell you how you should be doing your art. The other thing that I find hilarious is when people, does anybody else get this? When people find out you're an artist, they have a friend who's an artist who happens to be brilliant, and they swear you'd be looking at a photograph when you see their work. I think that is hilarious. I'm not saying that it necessarily isn't true, but it's that whole kind of, oh yeah, that's okay, that's nice art. Yeah, I have a friend, by the way, and their art is absolutely amazing. Well, gee, thanks very much for that. Lining paper from the DIY store. Yes, that's a really good idea. So you've got a whole roll of it. Absolutely fantastic. That's a really good idea. I know people that collects newspapers and use newspapers to draw on. Mark says it tortures me to have fun creating art. Do you not like having fun, Mark? Rachel's saying that she doesn't paint, she makes cards, and she hasn't done any crafting since she got a new baby. Well, do you know, that's kind of that's understandable. I mean, say he's only 3 months old. You know, you'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get creating. And who knows, maybe we'll get you into painting. I really, really, really do like this one. This is my favourite one. Of all the prints, this is my favourite one. Definitely has to be the favourite one. So, has anybody got any questions for me today? Because I can't really think of anything else that I need to be able to say. Oh, I could mention the fact that I've done ATCs. I think it's worth mentioning the Art Sherpa design team. You know, if you don't already know who they are, go and check them out. We've got Mark, who's in the house. Mark, do you want to share your channel? And I will find Stephanie's. There we go. There's Stephanie's. And we've got Ian's as well. We've got the Off-Kilter Crafter. So anybody watching on the replay, if you are still here, the reason I'm mentioning this is because I am one of the Art Sherpa design team members, and we design ATCs that go into, who have you put? Oh, you've got the Off-Kilter Crafter anyway, Mona. You bet me to it, sorry. So I do ATC cards for the Art Sherpa. That's okay, don't worry about it. It's fine. You're much quicker than me, obviously. These cards go into the Art Sherpa swap. So there's two ways that you can be part of the Art Sherpa swap. You can either send in one ATC for free with a stamp. Now you have to put in a loose stamp so the Art Sherpa can actually use it to put onto an envelope to actually send to someone else. The other way of doing it is by doing the subscription. So there is a paid way to do this, and that allows you to send in 2 cards without the stamp, because the payment that you pay for the subscription is the money that gets used for postage. So the Art Sherpa acts as a central gathering of the ATCs, and from there they get transported out to the recipients. And in order to be able to afford to do that, there is a charge. The people who pay to be in the ATC club, they have the chance of getting one of the Art Sherpa design team members' ATCs. So that's pretty cool. So there are 2 benefits for being in the paid membership, but it's not compulsory. You can still join in by sending in 1 ATC with a loose stamp that can be used. Oh, excuse me. You're very welcome, Mark. You're very welcome. So that's the ATCs. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, or on Facebook. And the other really awesome thing that I have on the go at the moment, if you watched my previous live, you will have seen these already, but I have my designs for October's papers that I'm going to be allowing free download of these papers. Oh, out of focus. There we go. Downloading for free if you are doing the challenge. So, in fact, that was the test one. That's not the actual. So these are the 3 papers that are going to be available, and this is the elements sheet. So these will be free to anybody who participates in the October Creative Tartanite Challenge. Now, I haven't sent the invites out yet. The invites don't go out until October, but that's what's coming up. So if you aren't already a member of the Creative Tartanite Club, or Tartanite Tribe, should I say, why don't you pop over, click the join and answer the 3 questions, and you can come in and join in the fun. Pretty awesome stuff. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you very much. I do love the fall colours. I'm working on a potential. In fact, this is. I'm going to move this out of the way because it's really. That's better. I keep kicking my feet off of the palette, the glass palette that I put under the table. So I just wanted to move out. Yes, Angie, I did accept you yesterday. That's kind of cool. And if you either email me or send me a message on Facebook, I can organise to get the files to you if you wanted to download the September. Now, I know this is tiny, but this is part of the September. The September papers. Where did you go? I went under the table. I went under the table because I was kicking something under the table and it was just getting on my nerves. So I moved it. Here we are. Here's here. There's another use of the September papers as well. That's a card that I did. So we're having a load of fun in the Creative Tartanite Tribe. So spread the word. Tell all your friends if they're into creating, come and join us. We're not just about painting. I like to crochet and I like to sew. I like to make cards. I do all sorts of things. I know, Mona. You're such a kidder. Anyway, you should have known where I was because you can read my mind. We've proven this on numerous occasions. So Rachel says, when you asked about any questions, Oliver put up, because I'm over here and you're over there. So I'm afraid that's up to Mum whether you can paint. But you can paint when you come to my house. How does that sound? Well, hello, Amanda. Hello there. You just subscribed the other day but didn't get a notification you were live. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry, Amanda. That's bad show, YouTube. Bad show. Well, I'm so glad that you could make it now. I've been busy with using the Art Sherpa Pouncers, which aren't in their containers because they're actually in water at the moment, so that the paint, come on, focus, there we go. There. So yeah, it will be available on the replay along with all the chat as well. And if you didn't already know, I've also got a giveaway, so there are a few bits and bobs that are available. Oops. So I think that's really about it. Yes, Amanda, I love the Sherpa Pouncers too. I've done so many projects with them. Here's the ATCs that I've just done. These are the backgrounds for 3 ATCs that I've done. There's another one. And there's another one. And if you want to see how these were done, then you'll be able to see it on the replay. So Mona's saying that she's going to start to do a portrait this weekend. What is best to do? Start the background first or the face first and then do the background. It's really personal preference. As you can see on my oil painting at the back here, I did the sketch using the paintbrush. So I'll bring it forward and kind of explain it a little bit more, a little bit better. So I've outlined, I've sketched using paint. There's no pencil on this at all. This is all paint. And I've started with her face, and then I will be doing the background. But that's not to say that that's the way I do it every single time. I think what happens when you do the face first, excuse me, and you then go to do the background, somebody who's less confident might find that a little bit tricky, because then you could potentially end up with that ridge between the hairline, or the face and the background. So maybe doing the background in first will then eliminate that, because you're then putting the face. You can either do it all over and then put the face on like Cinnamon has done, or you can actually put the outline of the face. So I don't know if that helps at all. Rachel's saying, where's your door? My door is over there. You can't see it, but if I was to go behind there, it's because the blue on the blue kind of makes it look, because there's a corridor. It's round the back. It just looks like there's no corridor, doesn't it? In fact, oh, that would be fun. Look, check this out. Oh, Rachel, Madison wants a sleepover. Okay, we'll get that organised. So yeah, sorry, Mona. You're a bit nervous, as I'm not used to doing a portrait with acrylics. Plus, it's been months since I painted something larger than an ATC. Okay. How would you have you done any kind of face painting at all, even beforehand? And how would you normally have done that? Amanda's saying that she's already started her ATC for the October theme. Come on Monday for the reveal. Yeah. That's also the benefit of being a paid member as well. You get to have the theme before Joe Public. Yes, an illusion wall, exactly. Like The Labyrinth, one of my favourite movies. I did the background first then. Well, then my recommendation is to do what you would have normally have done, and then take it from there. The thing with portrait painting is that there are as many different ways of approaching a portrait as there is faces. So it really is going to depend on your needs at the time that you're painting. You will remember that with Danny Thomas, I actually had a pencil drawing, a sketch in pencil for Danny Thomas for the live. But I've also, if you look at the Ian Hencher portrait, these portraits that I've done, they were all done using paint only. There was no, actually that's not strictly true. No, the first portrait was paint only, but the second portrait I actually used. Let me get it out. That's not it. That's the ordinary graphite one. I don't know where it is at the moment, but it's like this, and it's a Lyra, and it's water-soluble graphite. And I have no idea what I've done with it. Oh, there, it's there. That's because I haven't put it away. There. I used this. And I did that to loosely sketch in, you know, where the face actually was. So if you're thinking about my face, you're kind of loosely getting lines here, across here, down here, along there for the chin. There's the mouth, there's the nose, there's where the eyes are. And I just really loosely put it in and then got the water and activated it. And you'll see that on the video when I do it. So Amanda is saying that, speaking of Labyrinth, bring on Monday for Cinnamon's 13 Days of Halloween. Yes, yes. And Mark's saying that was what he first thought of too. Love the Labyrinth. Yes, I so love the Labyrinth too. And you know the waistcoat that she wears in the Labyrinth? I used to have something similar. I'm kicking myself now for throwing it out, but I did a clear out a few years ago, and I was thinking, oh, I don't wear this anymore because it's too small for me, and I put it out. And of course, now I've lost all the weight, it wouldn't be too small for me anymore, which means that it actually would fit me, and I miss it. I would love to have it back, but never mind. So okay, so you've already sold your Pennywise. Oh, that's good. And Andrew's saying, shall not be painting Pennywise. I've never heard of Pennywise, and I don't want to hear of Pennywise because from what Cinnamon was telling me, it's scary, and I don't do horror movies. But that's just me. I have no idea, Mona, who Pennywise is, but I do know that it's a rather freaky and scary movie, so I don't want to know. Oh, a killer clown, is it? Okay. All right, okay. Well, there you go. Who knew? Yeah, okay, no problem, Rachel. We've still got a little brush, so I will not be saying too much. I'm not going for a realistic face, but not a whimsical face either. Somewhere in between. Yes, it does make sense. It makes sense. A little bit like the witch then. So a little bit like this one then. Kind of in between whimsical and realistic. So Mona, you like chick flick and musicals. Yes, me too. Love musicals. My favourite is Calamity Jane. That is my all-time favourite. So, gang, I have a sneaky suspicion oh no, I'm not actually. I was going to say I have a sneaky suspicion I'm working next Friday, but I don't think I am. No, because I'm working Monday, Wednesday and Thursday. No, I'm actually off the weekend. So I will be able to do another Friday fun live next week. Yay! Providing that that there's no other commitments occur in that time that require my attention, but I'm pretty sure I will be able to do a live next Friday. In fact, I don't have a couch coming, so I will probably schedule it so it's well in advance, so everybody's going to know exactly when the live is going to be. So Debbie's saying, has to go baking 2-minute cookies for the dog. Love the chat. See you all next time. Have a great weekend. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Debbie. Bye-bye for now, and hopefully see you next time. Amanda saying, anything with Elvis for me. Cool. So I think that's about it, really. I've had so much fun hanging out with you guys. This has been an absolute pleasure. I've thoroughly enjoyed the results that I got with the jelly plate and the Art Sherpa Pouncers. So that just leaves me to say, I really have to stop saying so an awful lot, because I do that a lot, don't I? So, anywho, moving on, I'm trying to say ta-ra. So take care, everybody. And don't forget, look after your own mental well-being, because the chances are nobody else is going to. So lots of creative sparkles out to you all, and thank you. Have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining me. I have had a laugh as always. And if I've missed anybody's comment or question, my apologies. It's not easy to keep up with chat. So take care. Bye, everybody. Bye.